Speak, child. A guest in my house must say what she thinks. Are you the witch who eats children? Eolyn covered her mouth with both hands, shocked by her reckless tongue. The old lady's eyes sparked in the shadow of her cloak, and she reached up to remove her hood. Eolyn expected to see an ancient face twisted into a sharp, warty nose, unkempt hair splayed like straw, and inflamed eyes that would hex her on the spot. The truth proved oddly disappointing. The woman's features were soft, lined with the many years that had bent her body. Her thick gray hair lay braided in a neat coil at the nape of her neck. Her nose was an unremarkable peak over narrow lips. She watched Eolyn with keen gray eyes. Well, that is not a question I get every day. Tell me, what did you say your name was? Eolyn? Nice to meet you, Eolyn. I'm Jimena. Tell me, why do you think I am a witch who eats children? Because you are an old woman and live alone in the South Woods. That is rather damning evidence, she conceded. What else do you know about this child-eating witch? She lives in a house made of sweetbread, and the children come to eat it. That's how she fattens them up before she throws them into her great oven. I see. The woman nodded, her face a mask of careful reflection. Well, young Eolyn, you can see my house. It does indeed bear the shade of honey-sweetened bread, now that I think about it. Why don't you take a bite? If the legend is true, you'll be able to eat it. Even better, I'll be able to eat you. But I will let you run first. I'll give you a full half-day's head start, just for being such an astute little girl. This proposition horrified Eolyn, but she saw no other choice than to accept. Half a day was better than none. With half a day, she might outrun the old hag. Unless the hag could fly, as witches were supposed to do. Eolyn approached the house and ran her hands over the cinnamon-colored shingles. With sudden determination, her hunger took over. Breaking off a splintery piece, she bit down. Pain shot through her teeth. Wood scraped her tongue. Her stomach growled, and disappointment set in. She would have given anything to eat the old woman's cottage just then, even if it meant turning into a loaf of bread. A loud snort made Eolyn spin around. The witch had fallen off her perch, wheezing. Tears streamed from her eyes. Don't try too hard, child, or you'll break your teeth. It took several minutes for the hag to recover from her fit. A house of sweetbread. Who would invent such nonsense? Gasping for breath and clutching at her ribs, she pushed herself to her feet. Why don't you come inside, Eolyn, and have some proper food? Unable to resist the force of her appetite, Eolyn accepted the invitation. As she watched the hag stoke the fire in her meager kitchen, the girl considered her options. With winter standing restless at the gates of the South Woods, they were few and stark. She could starve in the barren forest before the first snows turned her into ice, or she could eat on Jimena's hearth until the witch turned her into breakfast.